As Marylanders head to the voting booth this summer to cast a ballot in the upcoming primary election,
state lawmakers and an advocacy group are working to ensure that voter protection laws are in place. CTV's Katira Jones is in Annapolis with the details.
That's right, two bills, HB 219 and HB 350, are making their way through the Maryland legislature, and supporters say the bills will protect the voting rights of all Marylanders.
We know that democracy only stays healthy when you're protecting and pruning it all along.
The advocacy group ACLU Maryland is throwing their support behind the Maryland Voting Rights Act. House Bill 219, which is a part of the act, would prohibit intimidation, deception, obstruction, and suppression at Maryland polling locations. Delegate Stephanie Smith of Baltimore City says the bill needs to be passed before the next election.
But we don't have a legal cause of action in Maryland for someone to sue for a remedy should they face that intimidation or harassment at the polls. And so that's what's really important. If people feel like they can freely do this without really penalty or anything happening, then who's going to stand up and protect people who could face this type of intimidation and harassment at the poll?
House Bill 350 is also a part of the Maryland Voting Rights Act. The piece of legislation would prevent municipalities and counties from diluting the voting rights of residents, particularly people of color, people with disabilities, and immigrants.
Also has in the bill that the Attorney General can sue that municipality or that seat. And why this is so important, at the federal level you sue, it costs you thousands of dollars. This way, the Attorney General can do that. It won't cost the person who's complaining. We know that something's happened in Wacomico County in the last 5 years. We also have gotten calls from those in Fredericksburg, which is also on the Eastern Shore.
Delegate Wims also says if the Supreme Court does move forward and gets part of the Voting Rights Act of 1965, Maryland would have its own voter protection laws on the books if the Maryland Voting Rights Act is passed. Katira Jones, CTV News.
The Maryland Voting Rights Act has been labeled as emergency bills. A hearing on the House version of the bills took place this afternoon.